Hey lovelies, hey people, welcome back to my kitchen. Oftentimes I'll have people complaining about not liking egusi soup because of its rich oily nature. This recipe is nothing like you've tasted or tried before. I prepared this recipe on the eve of our wedding anniversary and everyone in the family loved it. It's super healthy, it's rich, it's delightful and delicious. Stay with me to the end of this video and see how I prepared this delicious egusi soup recipe. See you at the end of this video and please don't forget to like, click the subscription button and the notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Thank you and see you at the end of this video. Alright, now so to start a delicious healthy egusi recipe, first I have washed my stockfish, I soak boroko with hot water and salt, and so it's ready. Next we have our dry fish, my cow skin, that's kpomo or kanda, or whichever you call it. I have some diced onions. I have one raw egg, yes, egg. So you want to stay to the end of this video to see what I did with that egg. I have some melon, so I blended it with some crayfish. And for my pepper mix, I'm using habanero pepper and some onion. You can add sweet bell pepper at this point or tatase or shombo, whichever one you prefer. So next now we've washed our chiffon meat, our goat meat, and placed that in a pot. So now we'll begin by adding in our diced onions, some seasoning cubes, salt, and a little water. We won't be mixing this. We'll allow this to boil for about 5 to 10 minutes before mixing it. And so by now our meat has been boiling for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll open that up, mix it properly, and then add in some water, just enough to cook the meat till it's tender. We'll cover that and allow it to cook. So after some time, just when you're sure your meat has been cooked till tender, we'll open that up. It's now time to add in our okporoko, that's our stockfish. Remember I washed with hot water and salt. So add in our stockfish. Next is our dry fish. We'll add that in. And so next is our kpomo or cow skin. We'll also add that in. We'll give that a bit of stir. We'll turn it and mix it properly. And then we'll cover it to cook for about 5 minutes. Once we open that up, we'll add in our palm oil. So after adding our palm oil, we'll cover this and allow it to boil properly. So the next now we'll start with our melon. So I've heard a lot of people complain about not liking egusi soup, despite how delicious it might be because of the rich oily nature of the egusi or melon. So let me teach you how to extract that excessive oil that you don't want to. So begin by, I divided my melon into 2 equal portions. First, this part I'll be adding in, or I breaked in just 1 egg. Yes, 1 egg is enough for this. So I'll use my hand to mix this up properly. Now I'll be doing this for some time. Your hand might get sticky, not to worry. What we are trying to do is to get rid of the excessive oil in the melon. Now this oil is not entirely trash. You could use this for hair growth, you could use it for cooking or whatsoever, but if you're not using it for cooking or whatever, you can trash it. Not if you're using this for your hair growth or something, you don't have to blend your melon with crayfish, just blend your melon plain, so you could use the oil for your hair growth or whatever recipe you'll be using it for. And so by now our melon has started bringing out its oil, you could see. So now we'll start squeezing out. After doing this for about 20 minutes, we'll start squeezing out the excess oil and be keeping the melon one side because we'll be using that for our recipe, but the oil we won't be using for the recipe. And so you could see the amount of oil we got from just this little melon. So if you're looking on how to eat your egusi and stay healthy, this recipe is sure. Give this recipe a try. Share your thoughts with me on the comment section. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more recipes. And so next now, we'll open our pot to continue. At this point, our meat is tender enough. We'll mix that a little. It's now time to season. We'll add in some seasoning cubes. And then a little bit of salt. Now please, before you add your salt, be sure to taste your food to know if the salt is enough. If it's enough, there's no need of adding another salt, please, so you don't over salt your food. So give that a good mix. And once that is done, we'll add in now our pepper mix. So we roughly blended that. Remember, we used our habanero and our onion, and it was roughly blended. So we'll mix that together once again. So as soon as we're done mixing, it's now time to add in our melon, the one we extracted the oil from. So now we'll be forming it into tiny little balls and be dropping in the pot. Now if you want to achieve that lumpy egusi, there's no need for frying. Just with this method, you are good to go. Your soup will be so rich and so lumpy that you even be the one using spoons to break it up because it's rich, it's really lumpy, and it came out so beautiful. So cover about 5 minutes. Once it's done and ready like this, stir that. Can you see how beautiful this is looking already? Alright, now so bring back the other half of the melon we set aside. Now we'll mix that with a little bit of warm water to form a paste. Now it's now time to pour that over into the soup. And once we've done that, we'll cover. We're not stirring at this point. We'll just cover it and allow it to boil and cook properly. So after some time, we'll open the pot and it's looking like this. So beautiful. So give that a stir. And now it's time to add our vegetables. So for my vegetable, I'm using Uziza leaf and my ugu leaf. So first I added in my Uziza leaf. I'll mix that properly. This Uziza leaf adds a beautiful taste and that rich umami it gives to your soup. So I actually love adding Uziza to my egusi soup. So next now I'll add in my ugu leaf. And once I've added that, I'll give that a good stir, mix that properly. And with this now, our soup is ready. No need of cooking any further. So once I've mixed that properly, it's now time to turn off the heat. And voila! Hey, yes, amazing, delightful, delicious, healthy egusi recipe. See, guys, there's no reason, there's no excuse you should not be trying this recipe out. This is just amazing. So, which swallow will you be pairing this soup with? Your poundo, eba, or whatever? Share your thoughts with me on the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell so you get notified I post video on a weekly basis. And check out other amazing videos I have on my channel. Thank you for staying tuned to this point. Thank you. Until I come your way again, keep cooking, keep sharing, keep smiling. Bye.